Hello everybody, and welcome to my new Let's Play, which is going to be Splatterhouse for the PlayStation 3. This will be a 100% playthrough, and this is going to be really weird for me to do a Let's Play by myself, because ever since I've been in this new house, I have not been able to do a Let's Play by myself yet. So, bear with me, I'm going to be a little bit rusty. We're going to 100% the game. When I say 100%, I basically mean story mode will be 100% complete. We might tackle the survival mode, I don't know. I mean, they do have photos for it, so I guess I'm going to have to do that whether I like it or not. We'll do those. I'll make an exception. I know I didn't do that for God of War, but God of War needs to have the challenges done too. I'm going to do those sometime. There are downloadable content, basically masks, and I think that's it. We'll get into that when we get into that. Collectibles, which will be, of course, journal entries. Oh, shit. That reminds me. We also have audio files to find, too. I think I know where they're all at. Okay, if I miss anything, I'll go back and I'll make sure I do them again. Because I usually tend to miss things in this game a lot. There are other classics, which would be 1, 2, and 3. Splatterhouse was originally released, I don't know what date. I don't know the date. But I know it was like on arcades like a long time ago. They had 1, 2, and 3. I know 3 was like on Genesis or some shit. You can get them on like Sega Genesis or somewhere. Then they have this one. This is the 4th one. I would like to have another Splatterhouse game come out. Like another remake Splatterhouse like this, Splatterhouse 2. That'd be fucking awesome. Basically, I love this game a lot. It was made by Namco. And this, when I saw this, I was blown away by how badass it was. And it still holds up as one of my favorite games. Not like... Probably not in the top 10 zone, but maybe around there. Definitely a game I love to play, and I definitely want to show it off for you guys. So, without further ado, I should go ahead and get right into it. We can play on easy, normal, or hard. I have to... The reason why hard is not unlocked, or anything's unlocked right now, is because you have to go back to your save data in your PlayStation storage or Xbox 360 storage device and delete it there. Because you can't delete a save file on here. So, it's kind of shitty. I already did a Brutal guide for Hardcore anyway, so it's not a real big deal. We're going to be playing on Savage. I would play on Brutal, I wouldn't really care, it doesn't really affect me much. There's supposed to be the... here we go. Okay, so, you have the original Terror Mask, which we're going to be using for most videos. I will try to show off every single one, if not in the main story, probably in like the survival stuff. So we have the original Terror Mask. It feeds on your desires and your fears, offering you immortality, power, but at what cost? Dare you wear the Terror Mask? There's no stats to any of these, by the way, guys. Of course, the exclusive story mode 1. We have the Retro Hockey Mask. Evil goes old school, the mask that started it all. And the Skull Mask, terror that has many faces. Dia de los Muertos Mask, make every day the Day of the Dead. And the Corrupted Mask, touched by the corrupted, driven insane by an entity in the abyss. Eternity in the abyss. Sorry, I'm like way too far from my TV, I can't see shit. Alright, so we're going to be playing the original Terror Mask, because, well, why not do it the way the game intended for us? Anyway, guys, I'll see you after our first cutscene.
Make a wish? Okay. I want us to be together until the end of the world.
He took your girl, Rick. He took your dreams. And he took your life. Dr. Henry West, MD. He took it all. Only thing you got left is your soul. And that belongs to me. Who am I? Let's just say I'm God. Your God. At least the only God that's listening right now. What do I want? The same as any god. A little faith. For without faith, I am nothing. And without me, you're fucked. She doesn't have to die. I can help you. I can heal your wounds. We can save her if you show me some faith, if you trust me, if you put me on. quit whining. Did I say it was gonna be fun? You're gonna have to learn to love the pain. There's a lot more of it to come.
What have you done to me? What am I? What am I?
You're mine, Rick.
Jen.
Until Jen's back safe in your arms, you're mine. Phase 1. Satan's Mask.
What's happened to me?
To us. You're wearing me, I'm inhabiting you. We're a team now. You help me get what I want, and I help you get your girl back.
What the fuck is going on?
It is good to finally be free. Come on, let's go kill something. It's been too long, and I'm way out of practice.
Okay, so this is Splatterhouse. Now, of course, as you can tell by the, well, I shouldn't really say unnerving intro to this. This game's going to be pretty, well, it's not brutal to me, but to some of you folks out there, it might be a little bit more brutal. So I probably should have warned you about that to begin with, but I didn't. We will get to see some of the stuff that we're doing now later, because as most God of War style games go, eventually we'll learn these, we'll like relearn these abilities as we go down through the game. Let's see, we have your basic square for an attack, and since we're in pretty much splatter mode, you get these really badass like spikes that come out of your hands and stuff. That will come into play later, like I said. That's basically this game's rage mode. You have triangle for your heavy attacks, which can be utilized in a combo. You can use it for like a few slam attacks. You can use it like a punch attack. I think you can even do like square uppercut in this one too, right now.
You never forget your first kill. Oops. Too much for you, Rico? Shit. You humans are so fragile. See, you're still weak. We have to take it slower. Build your strength.
Okay, so just like the Terror Mask said, we're gonna have to like build our strength. We can't just immediately jump straight into the game and just have like, you know, the best of all abilities. Like right off the bat, that wouldn't really be, you know, the best way of doing things. I'm trying to check the stuff right now. Like I said before, guys, I apologize. A little bit rusty when it comes to doing Let's Plays again because it's been a long time since I've done this. Alright, let's get over the basic moveset that we have here. Of course, like I said, square is your basic combo. We have a triple hit combo with that. Triangle is, of course, you can do it twice. As of right now, you can. You can jump and do triangle. You can jump and do square. R2 is to block, and you can use the left stick to roll. R1 is to run. You can roll right after. That's kind of like a trick I'm going to be using throughout most of the game, so get used to that, folks. I don't know if we can do the, yes, we can. That's R1 and square. You can't do R1 and triangle just yet. There are rolling moves that come later. L2 will be our splatter ability. L1, well, or what the fuck was it called? I think it was, I don't remember exactly what it's called, but that's what I call it. L1 will be used later. It's kind of like, not a block button, but it's kind of how God of War uses like L1 and square and stuff. We will get to see some of that stuff later on as we progress through the game, so as of right now, we only have one destination to go, and that's to go find Jen. Where she might have went off to, I do not know. Just kidding, I know what happens. Played this game like a million fucking times, I mean, come on. Again, sorry if my commentary might be a little bit low on this playthrough, but it's so weird playing by myself now. I mean, yeah, I can do a guide just fine and easy, but for some reason, I can't seem to be informational unless there was somebody else playing with me at that time. It's strange. I think you can get iframes when you roll. No, I'm wrong. There is an ability that allows you to get iframes later. You could actually upgrade your abilities in this game like you would. I'm going to use God of War a lot for this. I know a lot of people probably would hate that. But though I've played God of War before I played Devil May Cry, so in my opinion, God of War to me came before Devil May Cry, even though that's not factually true. In my eyes, I played God of War before that, so that's how I see it. A lot of people will probably say like, oh, it's just like Devil May Cry. I see it as the original God of Wars, where you can upgrade your stats via, you know, an upgrade menu and all that stuff. These are splatter kills. Whenever an enemy gets into a red outline around them, you can do what is called a splatter kill. There's usually like 1 to 2 maybe splatter kills you can do. These guys particularly, yeah, they have at least 2. This one's my personal favorite of all the splatter kills. I like this one a lot. I don't know, it's so cool. I really do think so. You actually do get health back if you get hit while you're doing a splatter kill, so that's a little trick that not a lot of people talk about. You get, I think, an excess of more blood too. Blood is used to upgrade your abilities, because that's what the Terror Mask wants from you. And by the way, I don't know if I mentioned it already or not, the Terror Mask is voiced by Jim Cummings, and Rick is voiced by the guy that did Jack from Jack and Daxter Lost Frontier. So, I don't remember his name, but I do know that's where he's from. Jim Cummings also did like a lot of voices. He does Winnie the Pooh, and I think also Tigger. He did Pete. That's some Disney characters there for you. He did a few other characters that I know of. I just can't name off the top of my head, so sorry I'm not exactly 100% on par with everything today. It's just my brain's been fucking fried. As you can tell, I'm stuttering and saying a lot. But then again, you know, what's the difference between any other Let's Play I do on this channel? One thing I love about Rick are those goddamn shoes. Those green-ass shoes. And that chain. That chain shit, I love that. I've always enjoyed Rick's design. Which, he would make a great character for a fighting game if they just would put him in a fighting game, but they don't. And I don't know why. I'm going to be honest here. Okay, so that mask that's exclusive to this is actually console exclusive. There's a PlayStation exclusive, and then there's a Xbox exclusive. Now, oh, this is audio diaries, by the way. I might miss those, but I'm going to try to keep my eye out, because I usually play this game, like, not looking, because I already have everything, but I'm going to try my best to get everything I can, so we'll see what happens. I might 100%, I might get fucked on that. I do not know. The PlayStation 1 looks okay, but I have to be honest and say that the Xbox One looks a little bit better. To me, it does. It's just it doesn't make the Xbox better, it just means I like that particular mask better. Alright, anyway, that's our first picture right there. Let's go pick this up.
It's Jen. She must have left it for me to find.
Rick, you lucky dog.
Okay, so that's going to be the first of many pictures we're going to have to pick up of Jennifer. I will not censor any of that out, so if you are afraid or offended by nudity, I recommend you do not watch this game, or even bother watching me play this game in general, because it's very, how do you put it? I wouldn't say, like, extremely gory or brutal, but to some people it might be. To me, this is just normal shit. I've seen this stuff before. I've played this game so many times, it doesn't even bother me. Even when I first played it, nothing. I mean, it's just a video game. I mean, come on. So these little bastards, I don't know what they're called. I don't really have a name, or I don't really have a bestiarity of what the name of the enemies are called. I like to call these, like, skinnies, pretty much. Where pretty much what they do is they die in, like, 2 hits. One good triangle will take them out. You can press circle for, like, 1 and basically throw them on the ground. Or if there's 2 around you, you can actually mash 2 of them together. So that's a cool little trick. At the top left corner, you can tell that there is a red and a purple bar. The heart does nothing. The heart just, I don't know why that's there. It's just there to be there. The purple bar is your health bar, and the bar underneath it is your splatter bar. Pretty much allowing you to use, again, the L1 moves, which I think we actually have access to one of the L1 moves right now. I just haven't been using it yet. And I think it's, yeah, the splatter siphon. That's what it's called. It's L1 and circle. It's the ability, it heals you, pretty much. That's what it does. Alrighty. So the next picture and all that other stuff will be coming soon. I'm just looking around the room for any, like, audio diaries that I'm going to need on my journey. The audio ones you can find pretty easily because they have those, I forget what they're called. Fuck, I don't know. Anyway, I'm retarded. Here is going to be one of Splatterhouse's very unique weapon system deal thing. They have a unique mechanic they have in Splatterhouse, and they've kept it, you know, since the original game, where you can pick up weapons to use against enemies.
Get a load of this thing, huh?
So what's the point of this room exactly? Well, you're supposed to kill off have not a certain amount of enemies, but just keep like whacking at enemies. You can basically build up as much blood as you really wanted to here. I don't know if you could. No, I don't think you can go infinite. I don't think you can get like an infinite supply of blood in this game that I know of, unless there's some glitch that you can do it. I don't know about that. So the way the weapons work is you can do both, you know, square and triangle in air. You can do both triangle and square on the ground. You can do square and then triangle for an uppercut, and then I believe you can do a. It's like a square, triangle, and then a triangle. I think for a slam. Pretty much, this is a time-based thing. The thing will close before you get in, or if you don't run in there, it will close. So make sure that you get there first. If it does close, you can always kill off more enemies and just keep going until you just get bored of it and just go back. What the fuck just happened there? Did you guys see that? Yeah, there you go. Square, triangle, triangle. But the weapons do break, and they can be upgraded. You can upgrade the weapons, not the individual weapons themselves, except for one. There is one particular weapon, I believe, that you can't upgrade by itself. But as it stands right now, each individual weapon cannot be upgraded by itself. It's just a, you know, a mass of weapons that you can upgrade. These are boar worms, as they call them. I call them bookworms, I don't know why. When you break these down, when you kill them in boxes and such, they will spawn out, you kill them, and you get blood. So, and trust me, they're actually worthwhile to get blood from, because they give you a lot of it too. Okay, let's take a look here. Anything important in this room? Probably not. Why am I breaking everything? Just in case of boar worms. Boar worms usually typically come out of, like, crates and sometimes other furniture as well.
Oh, my arm!
Alrighty, so we just got our arm ripped off. This is another unique mechanic of Splatterhouse as well. You can literally use your arm as a weapon if you wanted to. After a while, Rick's arm will grow back. This scene can only be played during a new game. After you beat the game the first time, you can't see that scene ever again. His arm will grow back during that scene, but you will never get that close-up scene. You'll be able to move, just like you would normally when you get your arm ripped off. Your arm does fall off, and it's the only body part that actually can. The only limbs is either one of your arms, and that's it. If your head falls off, you're dead. It's game over. If you lose a mask, you're gone. As you can probably see, the picture's starting to come together and it's starting to look a little bit more suggestive as we go on. So, like I said before, if you guys are offended by nudity or whatever, then fuck you, get out of my channel. Now, anyway, there's the next audio diary there. Leave that room. We need to come in here, and there's a weapon on the table, on the floor. But as it stands right now, I'm going to go ahead and just waste these guys in my arm. Until it breaks, of course. That typically happens. I really don't care about the diary things, but I guess I can let you guys listen to them. I know there's another one in here, but I'm just going to wait it out. Now, I'm not sure if executions of these guys will give you any more blood or not. I don't think so. Actually, no, let me try the splatter siphon. I should be able to do it. Oh, I can't do it yet. Okay. I thought I could. So, we're going to have to kill somebody to get, you know, more blood. By killing somebody, I mean, like, we're going to have to, you know, rip them a new one. By giving ourselves a good old splatter kill. Weapons are awesome in this game because they allow you to basically tear down enemies just with ease. Like, these guys would take forever to kill. When they do that screaming thing right there, they like to grab you and do this kind of shit, and it's really, really annoying. Very, very deadly. Yeah, now you let me use it. Okay, so this is a splatter siphon. You can mash the circle button. It doesn't really matter how hard you mash it, because honestly, you're going to get the same result. These guys, they could be more of a pain in the ass than the normal guys are. Like the smaller guys, because these guys take a lot more hits and they do a lot more damage. And they're a lot more agile because they have a lot of unique moves compared to like any other of the other enemies. One thing you'll see me not do in this game is block. I will roll, but I will hardly block. It's just a habit of mine. I play a lot of hack and slash games where you don't have a block button, so it's always been that kind of thing with me. Alrighty. Rip this guy's arms off as well. Again, they have 1 to like 2 different splatter kills for every enemy. Just these ones particularly just want to apparently just die by getting their arms ripped off. I should be getting health back. I would believe so. Guess we can't go back in that room anymore, so that's over with. Anything else I want to explain? I don't know, there's just so much I start, and that's what I hate about doing my Let's Plays now, is like, I want to explain everything as it goes, but I also want to explain everything at the beginning because there's just so much shit that some people don't know about, or people don't. Not everybody's played this game before, so I can never just assume that hey, you guys played it, so you should understand how hack and slashes usually typically work. So that's almost done with all those pictures. There we go, break down here. And looks like we have a little blood siphon that we have to deal with. So pretty much what this is here, oh shit, I'm getting attacked, is you have to build up a certain amount of blood to basically unleash the beast within this little panel over here. As you can see, these little lights, these little fire that are burning up, that is pretty much our progress bar for getting enough blood. Again, if you do splatter kills, that should give you more blood, I would think at least. This one's another one of my favorite. I love this one a lot. Especially with certain enemies later where they actually start to squeal while you do it. I don't know, I think it's funny. Okay, not really a spoiler, but we're gonna fight clowns later. So, and when you actually like break them in half like that, they have the same body type as these guys, but they do different moves. They like to squeak, and it's just every time you kill them, they squeak. It's weird, but also kind of funny too, and addicting to listen to. So, whenever you knock these guys on the ground, they typically like to get back up and do an attack like that. That's one thing you have to watch out for. They also have that running attack that I showed you earlier, where they can grab you, and it's pretty much unblockable. So you're gonna get fucked if you get grabbed by it. So be careful of that, for one. Okay, and more arms to pick up. Again, if you pick up one of these arms, the other one will probably disappear after a while, which sucks. Arms are like the only weapon I can think of that actually do disappear over time. I don't know why they do that. It's just what the game suggests, I guess, apparently. Okay, can't break those because that's a part of the fucking stairs. God, I'm a dumbass sometimes. Yeah, while I'm actually trying to do this, I'm also trying to, I'm going to be honest, I'm trying to watch videos and make sure I know what I'm doing. Make sure I know what I'm doing right in terms of, the photos and stuff, because I don't want to miss anything. Just because I want to get this done in, one go and not have to worry about, accidentally, again, missing something. That would suck ass. I know one of these doors actually has a photo in it, so we'll go get that one. Alright, so yeah, these are basically pretty much college students in a way, and oh, God, I forget his name. Dr. West, that's what it was, that's right. Oh, by the way, if they grab you, you do drop your weapon. Now, you don't exactly have to do, back and forth, left and right, but you can actually do, a circular motion with it, too, and it still works when you're being grabbed by those enemies. So, just a little extra tidbit. I've played this game so much, it's just become kind of second nature to me to understand pretty much everything. Collectible-wise, I always kind of skip out on because once you get them once, you're good. Unless you delete your save file and want to restart all the way completely over, that's the only way you're gonna actually be able to do that. If you want to get all the pictures again, you're gonna have to delete your whole entire save file. It's strange, but hey, there you go. So that's the end of Phase 1. There's all the pictures. And yes, there is a library where you can actually go find them, or not find them, but you can look at them again. So if you wanted to, I don't know, if you had a lonely night, all by yourself, and you're playing Splatterhouse, and you see these pictures and you decide, hey, I think I might want to, rub one out real fast. But I don't want to go online. I'd rather just play Splatterhouse at the same time. You can probably do that. I mean, if you really wanted to. Not suggesting anything, but hey, if you folks really cared that much, yeah, sure. Yeah, I don't know why they tell you to guard against attacks now, of all things. I don't understand that whatsoever. I mean, now would be a great time to tell. Well, earlier would have been a great time to tell me that I could do that. God, I love this one. It's just, they're so cathartic. They really are. For someone out there who's gonna be like, God, you're a fucking whack job. Yeah, I know. Typically, when they're on the ground like that, they like to get right back up. So your best bet is to hit them, do a triangle attack on the ground to make sure that they are dead. If enemies do go flying, typically that's a pretty good sign that they're dead. If they have those, giant ragdoll physics, they're probably gone. So, I don't have the uppercut ability yet. I'm doing a basic square triangle thing right now. The Atomic Fist, I think that's what's called at first. I don't think so. I think that might be an upgrade with the Atomic Fist. I don't remember. That's the only thing I can do right now is a charged triangle attack. So, not much we can do, but luckily for us, a charged triangle attack should have a decent AoE. Right now it's really small, but later on we can actually upgrade it to make it even better. Yeah, sometimes the game likes to fuck up to to where if you go to grab somebody, it'll do damage to them instead of actually like grabbing them, and I don't know why. It looks like barely like the enemies kind of like they retaliate with what looks to be pain when you grab them, like you normally would when you attack them. But I don't know if it does any damage or not. I don't think I've ever killed anybody with a grab move before. Also, like jumping in the air with like any weapon and doing a ground pound with is fucking awesome. When I say any weapon, I should probably specifically say more of the blade weapon? Blunt. We'll say blunt objects. How about that? We'll say blunt weapons. Because there are different kind of weapons in this game. There's actually weapons that are survival exclusive. So those will come into play later. I think they're survival exclusive. Or at least I don't know. I don't remember. God, I feel so rusty against this. Should have played this before and, went back again. But then again, if I would have played it before, guess what would have happened? I would have completely fucking forgot like I did now. Every once in a while, I will talk through a cutscene. But if it's something like this, like a boss introduction thing, it probably wouldn't really matter to me. Also, musically, this game is badass. Not just the original soundtrack, but a lot of like the bands they get. In the beginning of the game, when you're fighting all those little spiked minions, they play the song. I don't remember what the track was called, but it's by Mastodon. And it's fucking awesome. One of my favorite tracks is actually in Phase 2, when we're fighting the boss of that stage. This is the boss of this phase, but it's not exactly a boss. It's more like a mini-boss later on. So I consider every odd phase as a mini-boss, and every even phase as a boss. And once you rip off the head, you can use the head as a weapon. So pick it up if you like, and grab that and go. I will show you guys the upgrade system in just a second. So like they say now, you can upgrade, with powerful moves. So you have a pretty not complex list of weapons, or list of upgrades here. Don't know why the health upgrade, because, I don't know, like, shouldn't that be like a natural thing you could just get naturally instead of just having it as an upgrade? But, hey, whatever. Again, you can upgrade your health bar here, and then, of course, later on you get more, Spider Siphon range. They do kind of like to spoil off the enemies at the beginning. I don't know why. You have your basic fast attacks, which are your squares. You have your triangle attacks, your grab moves. You have your sprint and rolls. You have your slash attacks and your smash attacks, which come with the splatter abilities. You have your masks abilities, which basically upgrade your bar and or your combos during your splatter movement, splatter ability. You have your weapons, of course, and again, They each have different names, and of course, there are different weapons I don't want to show off right now, but hey, that's just how it is. So, even though rapid square is good, it's kind of annoying because if you mash square all the time, you're going to end up doing it. But hey, it's not too bad of a move, really. Square and triangle. I might just go with the first two upgrades here. I might get this one and the uppercut, get the uppercut overdrive as well. The tenderizer and the overdrive. Okay. For grabs, I might get that one too. I might just get all the first basic upgrades out of the way. R1, then triangle, do the ram. And let's see, anything else I can upgrade? Weapon-wise, press circle with a weapon, weaponized grab. Let's start with the first list and get that done. Let's just go by, like, beginning and upgrade it that way. Or just whatever the fuck I feel like upgrading later on. I don't want to end it off now, because... Nah, let's just keep going.
No! Johnny!
No! Ah! Ah!
What is...
Phase 2. The Doll That Bled.
Alrighty, here we go. So folks, this is my favorite phase of the entire game. But before we get to that, let me double check some things real fast. We have 3,000 blood left over. I can easily just go buy more shit if I wanted to, but we'll do that next time. So right now I'm going to end out the episode. This week might be a little bit less in terms of uploads, so bear with me on my upload schedule so far. Things might be a little bit more rusty this week, so hang on with me there, and I can't even fucking speak. I'm going to be going to my friend's house later, so we're going to start doing some Legend of Zelda game co-op, so you guys can always check that out when we get the chance. Anyway, folks, without further ado, I hope you are all going to enjoy this Let's Play. Give me some positivity, give me some support, some feedback if you guys want to. I'm going to do it anyway, but I mean, if you guys are interested in seeing more, you either like it or just say, hey, this was fucking awesome. I can't wait for the next episode, Alex. Get your ass on the road and get this shit pumped out there. So again, sorry for my commentary for being kind of lackluster. It's been one hell of a week. So anyway, folks, without further ado, hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you all next time. We'll play some more Splatterhouse. And as always, take care, everybody.